Eddyville, The Joint is serving up pulled pork, brisket, jumbo wings, ribs, and chicken. When it comes to barbecue, their secret family recipes stand alone, like the 100-year-old sauce straight from Grandma's kitchen, Granny's coleslaw, and special dry rub. The Joint serves alcohol and homemade sides, soup, and beer cheese, all at The Joint in Eddyville.
1580, 103.3 WPKY. It is the first Friday of February, so we are going to start having a Fredonia First Friday. The first Friday of February, we are joined by Fredonia Mayor Jim Seibert. Good morning, Jim.
That's Seibert, sorry.
Seibert. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, no, I'm bad with names. I'm really bad with names. It's really sad when I get birthdays. I'm like, I really hope I am saying this right.
Yeah, everybody does it, so you're not alone.
Well, that's good to know. That's good to know that that I'm not abnormal. Well, I am abnormal. I already know that, but, at least I make the same mistakes everybody else does.
Well, there you go. I'm just going to go over things happening in Fredonia this month. Not a whole lot going on. It's February. It's cold. But on the 21st, the Fredonia First Baptist Church is having a community fellowship dinner, and it's really fun. It's really good. It's free. Everybody comes out to it. And the best part about this is, if you ever went to school in Fredonia, and like my wife did, she left, sixth grade after middle school. They would come here for middle school. But once you left Fredonia School, you would go into the old locker room and sign your name in there. So it's fun to go in that old locker room. It's underneath the bleachers. It's real spooky. And just see all the names of the people you know. And it's fun. Take pictures of them, send them their name on Facebook. So that's fun. On February 24th, the Cumberland Presbyterian Church is having Classy and Grassy. They're a bluegrass duo from Crittenden County. It's Cash and Cutter Singleton. They've been on the TV show Little Big Shots with Steve Harvey. It's a free event. It's at 6 p.m. on the 24th. And if you don't know them, you can find them on YouTube. You can check them out on YouTube. The only other thing I want to mention is we are putting together the first annual Fredonia Festival Amateur Barbecue Cook-Off. It's going to be a pit-type cook-off, much like you see on Pit Masters. We're still in the works putting it together, but first prize will be $300 on that.
That's a nice prize.
Other than that, I'm just going to say I'm going to donate $100, so she has to jump in that cold water. So she just made that $100. She just made it.
Oh, you did
Sorry.
not. Oh,
Sorry,
no.
I am.
Okay, I said that, and I will, but I really want that to double. I want like the donation amount was $75. You had to get $75 to be able to participate, and I'd like to see the $150 in there. But yes, I will jump for $100 if there's $100 in there.
If it gets up to $300, I will jump in there.
Hey, there you go.
If it gets up to $1,000, I'll do it in Speedos.
Oh no! Okay, let's not get it that high. Okay, Fredonia, support your mayor now. He is going to jump with me. Let's not get him in the Speedos. I don't want to go there.
I don't want to do that either.
But let's see if we can get him to jump in the Kentucky Lake with me during Polar Plunge. So that was, you said if we get up to 200?
300.
Oh, 300.
Yes, I believe that's what I said.
I believe that's what you said. Okay. All right. Well, okay, Jim. So the barbecue. Let's talk just a little bit about that. You've not done anything like this before?
No, I was approached by some people at a Christmas party saying they wanted to have a pit barbecue cook-off. I'm the worst barbecue person in the world because I'll sit out back, just relax, listen to the radio, and burn everything. But apparently this is a pretty serious deal to them, and they were looking for a place to have it, and they asked me if Fredonia would sponsor one. And yeah, I checked it out, talked to them, watched 2 episodes of Pit Masters.
So now you're a professional.
It's kind of like Iron Chef, only worse, that show is. And so put together rules last weekend, so we're going to have that together probably next weekend and go public with it. And I also approached Lions Club that does the Fredonia Festival, and they're all for it. So
okay, so this is going to take place during the Fredonia Festival.
Yes, that would be August 9th.
Okay.
It's a one-day event. We're not going to do brisket because brisket takes a long time to cook. It's just going to be chicken and pork ribs.
Okay, and then so we can just show up with our. Do we have to have a cook? Do we have? How do you participate?
You'll fill out the application. It's a $50 entry fee. You bring your own cook. It has to be wood, propane, or charcoal. You supply your own meats. Meats have to be inspected to make sure you haven't marinated, done anything special before the event. Then it's on. It starts cooking whenever. After check-in, you can start cooking whenever you want. Chicken will be turned in at 11:30, and then the ribs will be turned in about 2:30 to the judges. Now, the judges are the only ones that can taste this food because you really can't serve it to the public without the health department and all that.
Okay. Who are the judges?
Well, I asked Larry Curlin.
I imagine you've got a few volunteers.
Yeah, I asked Larry Curlin. He said he would be interested, so I'm still trying to get impartial judges.
Well, that's what I was just going to ask. What gets one qualified to be a judge?
Well, there are professional barbecue judges, but we're not going to have them.
Oh, okay.
So I think it'll make it a little harder because everybody likes their barbecue different.
Yeah.
So where a professional judge, they will actually pull the meat apart, inspect it for tenderness and
so we're not
texture.
Going that deep into it.
No, they'll probably just say if they like it or not.
It's whichever one they taste best to them, huh?
If the event grows past a certain point throughout the years, then we'll have to get judges.
I'll tell you. So if you're going to do this, you need to do it right. You need picky eaters to be judges. Judges.
Yeah, I think
because
people that like food, please apply to be a judge.
That'd be me. I will volunteer.
Well, all right.
No, wait.
Got another judge.
I'm not qualified. I am qualified just because, I love food and I'm a picky eater. So I can tell you which ones taste good and which ones don't. But I'm not going to do that because I don't want anybody mad at me.
Yeah, true.
But I'm assuming that nobody knows what the judges are saying about their food, right? You're not going to let them stand there and watch them.
And the judges won't know whose food they're sampling. We supply the containers. They put their samples in it for the judges. And I will know whose container it is because I will be at the table. They have to turn it in, and I'll put a number on it, and that number corresponds to a scoring card.
That reminds me of an episode of Andy Griffith where I guess you just got somebody drive by. An episode of Andy Griffith where Aunt Bee entered her pickles. Do you remember this?
Yes.
And you remember the looks on the judges' faces when they ate the pickles? Just for those who have not seen that episode, I believe Andy described Aunt Bee's pickles as tasting like kerosene. So the judges took a bite out of one of her pickles, and you could tell right away she was not going to be the winner of that pickle contest. So maybe that won't be the case with the chicken and ribs that are being judged during your festival.
I imagine, it'll be fun no matter what. And plus, you get a chance to win $300. If we get more sponsors, the prizes could go up. Run what you brung.
Let's
see what you can cook.
That's right. Jim, so Fredonia's got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a lot of people lined up to come in and talk to us about certain things going on in Fredonia. And, for such a small place, it's got a big presence, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. People think of Fredonia as just a small city or town, but it's the whole community that surrounds it. That's where the support comes from. And we do have a lot going on this year between festivals and movie nights, and we're doubling our T-ball. It's going to be a busy summer. It's going to keep me busy, I know that. Softball tournaments, they're wanting to do more of those. Had a good turnout at one in November.
Okay.
So, it's going to be a fun, busy time. And we have a lot of volunteers, too, and that's what makes it great. They'll say we want to do something. We have a couple of meetings, and it's on. Mm-hmm. And you just show up, bring something. People are texting me, of course, while I'm on the radio.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a good community and good community spirit.
Well, good. We're going to have you back. Like I said, the first Friday of every month is now going to be Fredonia Friday. So you will have to keep us updated and informed on what's going on. And, you can give us the little rundown, and then we'll get somebody else in here to give us the details.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in this morning, Jim.
Okay.
Jim Seibert, Fredonia Mayor.
Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPK.